Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, ladies of Imanuya. Wow, we've not had a live video in the group for some time, right? So you guys might be wondering why? Why is there a new Imanuya? Why is the group different now? What's been happening, right? Okay. So as usual, hi Elma. So as usual, I love to tell my backstory of what's been happening so that you can follow the journey. And I like to bercerita kan, okay? So what's been happening is that for the last 1 year, I was supposed to do Imanuya in 2019, but for some reason there was a huge mental block. Hi, good morning Elma. And I just could not figure out what it was, And so I was struggling for 1 year, like trying to figure out, like, should I do it, should I do not, So I found myself like macam avoiding doing the 2019 punya group, and so my friends were like, oh, go and unblock your issues and all that, but I was like, okay, but I knew at that point of time that I needed to see my mentor. And for those of you who didn't know, I'm a student of Dr. Azan Osman, and Imanuya, the first Imanuya actually came from his ajaran as well. So whoever who hates him, for your information, if you've benefited from Imanuya prior to this, he's the one who has taught me why should I build a tribe. Okay, so I have a lot to be thankful for to him. So if you have benefited from Imanuya, you should also be thankful that he taught me how to build a tribe. Okay, so anyways, so as luck would have it, several months back, my sister said that, Kak Ayu, you ada extra ticket for nak ubah hidup ni, which is his first group, his first seminar. So I was like, okay. They gave me a free ticket, my brother and sister, and they're doing really well with their personal shopper business. They already made 500,000 sales for this year alone. Probably have climbed up more. I'm very, very excited, happy, proud of them. So I was like, okay, I got a free ticket, so I went, and at that point of time I realized that, it was really my rezeki. It was Allah answering my prayer, because it was really time for me to see my mentor again. So I was mentored by him a couple of times, not close one-to-one, but I've asked him a question during group coaching. So as luck would have it, I was down to my last 1,700 in Imanuya's account, and I had to dip into my savings for the 2,000 savings sepatutnya I guna untuk pergi ke Sweden, okay, to sign up for his course. And having signed up for his course yang mahal gila before, I would say it's mahal back then, but now it's like I see the value out of it. So I was like, okay, fine, I'm going to do this. So I did, and so there was 40 sessions with him, starting from Friday last week until Monday, and the whole time I was like, I was in a daze the whole time, because my head is still my head has so many questions about, like, what should I do with Imanuya? Should I include womb to room as well, because people have known me from womb to room? Why is Imanuya making me feel heavy? And then I all these questions had always been just in my head, but I was forced to write them down. And but I tried not to clutter my thoughts too much, so I just wrote maybe 7-8 questions. And then when it was time for me to ask him, it was time for us to ask him questions. He only took one question from each participant yang datang ke depan, because there were 3,000 participants kan, and about maybe 10% went up to ask him questions. So each person could only ask one question. And it was hard for some of us, because we really have lots of questions to ask. But then again, if we ask more than one question, then other people can ask questions. Faham tak? So we were really forced to focus on what was it that we wanted to ask. So in my case, I had 8 questions. I had to really figure out, okay, which question I want to ask. Because I was like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna ask this. Okay, I was like, how do I grow my tribe? People love it and all that, but I can't seem to grow it, and I can't see the direction. I don't want to invest my time and energy to something that's not scalable, because that had happened in womb to room before. It was not scalable. Yeah. So So what happened was I lined up twice to see him. But first time tak dapat, tak ada rezeki, the lunch time. So second time I cepat, beratur and then waited for my turn, and I finally got my turn. I was so happy. I was just so happy to find asking question. So I said, Doc, my name is Ayuni. How do I kembangkan my business? I really can't figure it out how to do it. And then and he's like, what business do you do? I said, I have a tribe, where I catered to women, mak-mak yang anak dah macam I dah pergi sekolah macam tu, and how to make them empower in 7 areas, self, fitness, beauty, marriage, intellect, finance and sexuality. And then he listened and he was like, pick one only. And I was like, I knew for some reason that he was going to say that, but I was like, I wasn't expecting, I don't know, I did expect him to say that, but when it came from his mouth, it became like much clearer. Suddenly, like whatever fuzzy thought in my head, suddenly like, and I was like, focus on what I was like, okay, so I deleted whatever that I didn't want to focus on, and I was like, I was left with two, beauty and finance, because as you all know, I make my money from Mary Kay. And why did Mary Kay happen? Mary Kay happened because I was trying to learn leadership. I'm learning leadership in Mary Kay, so that's why I'm in Mary Kay. And I just want to see how a 60-year-old multi-billion-dollar company run its operation and how they do things. It's amazing. So I joined Mary Kay. So I was like, but I can't talk about beauty. I mean, I'm so not a beauty queen. For those of you who know me, and a lot of you know me, I would consider myself, my character is, I would call myself an intellectual. I read, I can do makeup, but it's not my like matlamat in life is not to make women look beautiful. I mean, well, yeah, I want you guys, if you were to join this group, you will look beautiful and all that, but it's not like, my passion geared more towards finance. And it was a very awkward moment when I realized that, how can I do finance, or money. Finance sometimes sounds too heavy. Let's just talk about money. Even money sometimes sounds too heavy for a lot of people, kan? So I was like, how can I make this into a group that empower women in finance? Finance is such a broad topic. So for the past few days, I've just been clarifying my thoughts and all that, because what I realized in first Imanuya group, I realized that what happened with many of us is that you guys started asking for finance topic, and I'm like, I'm not comfortable talking about finance because I don't feel like it's my forte. But I realized that I do know something that you guys don't, So I was like, okay, I'm just going to start this discussion. So we started discussion on 6 jars, right? And it was a very, very long discussion, and I realized that from that discussion alone, there were so many other subtopics that I really want to go deep and just discuss with you guys. Like a lot of people were like, kenapa, banyak issue from 6 jars. I can see tons of issues, and 6 jars happened because I saw that I could make, I saw that you guys were spending a lot of money from the influence of the group, and I didn't want to create a culture or a group of spendthrift women. I mean, yes, kita nak belanja juga, but are we doing it wisely? What does wise in spending mean? So I wanted to explore that with you guys. So and then I realized that took me like 24-48 hours to realize that I'm gonna focus on finance. Okay, finance is a very broad topic, but I will actually pick a niche, and you guys will see it. We will go through it bit by bit, because I need to understand first. When you came into this group, I asked you, what's your number one question about money? Okay, what's the number one problem, and how can I help you with this problem? Because I tak nak jadi short sendiri. So, and then you guys have answered my questions and all that, and I'm like, okay, I see clearly. I'm like, okay, so she has this problem. My mind started thinking, like, how do I provide the content, the values to give to you guys to solve this problem, for at least bring you to the right direction to solve this problem. Okay. So, and I realized at the moment my head started thinking only about finance, on how to empower you guys upgrade yourself financially, be it saving more, be it cutting costs and living in a more modest way, so that your savings grow, how to travel in a budget way, okay, how to plan for vacation, how to macam-macam lah. And I realised that when the moment I start focusing on finance and how to serve you guys when it comes to money, I realised that all my other kepeningan tentang Imanuya prior to this have become null and void. So I realised that was the problem. The problem was just that 7 pillars, that was a bit too much. It was holistic, yeah, but some of the pillars were really weighing me down. So I was like, so now that I'm just focusing on one pillar, which is finance, I'm going to go deep. I would like to help more women to understand what is their money personality, what is their what is their money blocks. I do not have all the answers. For your information, I have not achieved financial freedom myself, but I do read lots of books. As you all know, I do read lots of books. When I read lots of books, I have a lot to share, and when I share with people, I tend to get more insights, and then we share info. And for questions I do not have the answer, again, don't worry, I know where to find the experts. So maybe we'll do live videos with experts, people who have gone to where you've gone to, so it will be a very, very fun and engaging group. Okay, and some people may be asking, "Alah, Mr. Group ni sounds so serious now, it's finance only." Gosh, I guess we can still keep our culture of being fun, being lauk-lauk bodoh, lauk-lauk kotor sometimes, why not, boleh. But for information, this group is not going to be a group that is fixed to just small number of people. This group will be big, and the reason why I couldn't grow the other group is because people were starting to share really, really private stuff that which was great. I learned a lot of things from you guys, but the group, kalau kita keep it small and private and exclusive, how about other people who can also benefit from the ilmu? Faham tak? So we cannot just hoard the knowledge to ourselves. We have to help others in need. But people were not adding more people in because, alah, aku cerita lelaki aku, semua aku segan lah kalau orang nampak kan. So there are lots of women out there, women like us, who could really, really do with some help on how to manage your finances, how to get good money habits. I'm not even talking about anything heavy like property or stocks, and maybe we'll touch a bit here and there, but I realised that before I can even ask people to go and take takafu ke insurance ke invest in SB, some people just first need to have the healthy money habit first. And if I could start that, that as a challenge, that'd be fantastic, because the moment you work on one keystone habit on your finances, everything else will start to grow as well. Okay, so although nobody's watching this currently, I'm extremely excited to be doing my first live video in this group. And please doakan, in about a couple of years time, this group will have at least 100,000 people that we are serving. So you all ni semua, we can say that you are actually the founding members of Imanuya 2020. Okay, that's the current working title. Probably will change the name to something else in the future. It will still be Imanuya, but maybe not Imanuya 2020. We'll see. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope, as usual, to give you lots of contents and values that would make you a better A-class woman. Okay, at the end of the day, our manifesto is still the same. We are women who want to empower ourselves in areas, not just one or two, but in fact, the list goes on and on. But at this point of time, we want to empower ourselves better financially, because kita semua dah ada anak-anak. Most of us are in our 30s and 40s, and money is a real issue, and we need to discuss it. Alright, thank you so much for watching later. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. Alright, so inshallah I'll be doing live videos consistently. I just need to know from you guys what contents you want me to talk about, or we can just spark conversations among us to bring better insights. Okay, thank you so much. Bye. Assalamualaikum.